Hi guys, this is your 6 EE1 notes. Um, we just need to, since we're just starting expressions and equations, so EE stands for expressions and equations. Since we're just starting this, we need to identify some terminology that you'll be using throughout this whole unit and then as we go into actual equations as well. The first thing that we need to identify so that you are understanding the meaning here is expressions. So if you take a look at expressions, an expression is numbers or letters being added or subtracted, multiplied or divided without an equal sign. So example 23 minus 8 is an expression. The reason why it's an expression instead of an equation is an equation would have an equal sign and then an answer of some sort, a letter or number on the other side. So another example of an expression is this 2x plus 3ab plus 6b squared. That's an expression because there's no equal sign with something on the other side of it. So that makes this an expression. Within an expression, you have terms, and terms are a set of numbers or letters, and they're being added or subtracted. So 2x is one complete term. It's one term. 2x is one term. 3ab is another term. Third term here is 6b squared. And the reason why those are terms is because they're being added. They can be added or they are subtracted. All right, within each term, sometimes there are factors, and those are numbers or letters that are being multiplied or they're touching. So for example, in the term that we have here of 2x, the factors are 2 and x. So there's two factors there. In the term 3ab, you have three factors, 3 times a times b. Those are three different factors, 3a and b, because three items there are being multiplied. And again, factors are things being multiplied. In the term 6b squared, which is one term, there are two factors being multiplied, 6 and b squared. All right, so now that we've got those items figured out here, let's go ahead and bring in another concept, which is the items within an expression. And this is the way that many of the expressions show up here. And that is in this form where you've got 5x plus 8. So the 5 here is something you guys have known for a while now, and that's called the coefficient. The coefficient, the example 5 here, is a number being multiplied by a variable. Okay, so that would be 5 is a coefficient. All right, then if you take a look at x here, x is a variable. And let's go ahead and define variables. So in this case, we have x, it's a variable, and it is a letter representing an unknown number. Let's go ahead and move this in place. Oh, I can't. Okay, that's okay. Oh, there I can't. Nope, I can't. Just kidding. All right. There we go. All right. And then we've got this 8 over here plus 8. And this is known as a constant. And this information is brand new. I think we have not talked about this yet. So a constant, in this expression, the constant is 8. And a constant is a number by itself being added or subtracted. All right, so notice it is not multiplying times a variable here. All right, so we've got 5 being the coefficient, x is the variable because the coefficient and variable are always touching or multiplying. There might be a dot here, multiplication sign, or just touching each other. And then the constant is a number that's being added or subtracted. It can have a plus sign or a minus sign right there. And then it is by itself. It's not with another letter. It's not being multiplied by another letter. All right, now that we have that figured out, let's bring to front this one. Okay, so then you might have a situation where you have a number with an exponent. And so this number, the big number, is called the base. And the base is the number that's going to be multiplied by itself the number of times that the exponent expresses. So the 3 here, the little number that's floating in the air, is called the exponent. And this determines how many times the base will be multiplied by itself. So when you have a base and an exponent, what it represents is the base of 2 being multiplied by itself 3 times here because the exponent is 3. Okay, so you guys can just use a dot here. I had to use a star just because it was easier to type that way. All right, so right here, this is the exponential form. So the exponential form is where a base is with an exponent. In this case, it is 2 to the, I'm going to try to do a small 3 in the air. That didn't work great, but it's there. That's supposed to be a little 3. So write a large 2 with a little 3 floating in the air, just like this looks right here. So this is the exponential form, which is 2 to the 3rd power. The expanded form, on the other hand, is a base being multiplied by itself. Oh, let's try to spell that correctly. By itself, the number of times in the exponent. So for example, 2 times 2 times 2, because this is the base being multiplied by itself 3 times because the exponent says 3. All right, so there we go. Hopefully you guys got a little 3 written right over here. It doesn't look very much like a 3, but hopefully you guys got that. All right, so after this, you are going to go ahead and go on Google Classroom and read the task list. It has numbered what it is you are to be doing. You guys are going to do a Khan Academy on exponential form and expanded form, just like this is right here to practice this. You need to show your work and upload a picture of that to the assignment, and then follow the rest of the directions on the Google Classroom assignment there. It'll tell you what to do in order. All right, if you have any questions, please go ahead and email me at emailer@mvcsd.us, and I can answer your questions for you.